Welcome to Indian Judicial Service. Today we are dealing here Transfer of Property Act 1882. This video is the 13th part of Transfer of Property video series, and if you are not watched our previous video, all the link of previous video is available in our description box, and those who want the PDF file of this video series, the PDF file will be available in our Telegram group, and the link of Telegram group is also available in our description box. Let's come to the point here. Question number 186. When after, this is very important here, the date of mortgage, any accession is made to such mortgage, the mortgagee. So first of all we discuss here what is accession. Accessions means the right to all of that which a person having a property produce whether by growth or improvement. This thing is known as accession. So here accession is made to such mortgage, the mortgagee. So mortgagee shall have right to be entitled to accession. So answer is here option B, and this thing is provided in section 70. The section 70 dealing here the accession to mortgage property. Who has the accession? Mortgagee. Mortgagee has the accession to mortgage property. This thing is provided in section 70, but in section 63 just vice versa of this. Section 63 dealing here mortgager have accession to mortgage property. The mortgager has right to accession to mortgage property. This thing is provided in section 63. Section 63 for mortgager and section 70 for mortgagee. So we get the information from this question. Now come to question number 87. Where a mortgage property is a lease and the mortgager obtain a renewal of lease, then. So option A here, mortgagee shall not for the purpose of security be entitled a new lease. So here mortgagee, and option B here, mortgagee shall for the purpose of security be entitled to new lease. So this is our answer here. Whether the mortgage property is a lease, the mortgager obtain a renewal of lease, then the mortgagee shall for a purpose of security be entitled to new lease. And option A not. So this is wrong here. Answer is here option B. So this thing is there, and this question is directly belong to a section 71 of Transfer of Property Act. Now question number 188. If the mortgager has not insured assigned fire, mortgagee is authorized to insure and to add the premium to mortgage debit. This is very important, and this is the provision under. So this provision is under section 72 of Transfer of Property Act, right of mortgage in possession. Now option A here 73, section 73, and option B here section 72, and option C 71, and option D 70. So our answer is here option B, section 72. In this question, it expresses that if the secured property and does not have the insurance, but the property is insurable, and so in that time the mortgagee has insured that, but the premium of such insurance is added to the mortgage money as a debtor with interest, and if interest is not defined in the particular contract, so it will take at the rate of 9% per annum. So this thing is provided in section 72. Now question number 189. Which of the following section provide the statutory duty of usufructuary mortgagee or of a mortgagee in possession? So option A here 76, option B here 77, option C here 78, and option D here 79. First of all we discuss section 76. Section 76 provide the liability of mortgagee in possession, means usufructuary mortgagee, and this thing is provided in section 76. Section 77 provide that the receipt in lieu of interest. So this thing is provided in section 77. 78 provide that the postponement of a prior mortgagee. This thing is provided in section 78 and section 79. Section 79 dealing here a mortgage to secure uncertain when a maximum amount is expressed. So this thing is provided in section 79. So our question is dealing here which among the following section provide the statutory duty of a usufructuary mortgagee or mortgagee in possession. So it is provided in section 76. So our answer is here option A. Now question number 190. 90. A mortgagee permitted by the deed to appropriate of usufruct for interest on the principal is by provision of section 77 of Transfer of Property Act. So this thing here, so section 77 be deal with the receipts in lieu of interest. So now option number A, except from liability to account for usufruct, and option B here, not exempted from liability to account for usufruct, and option C, exempted from interest only, and option D, none of the above. So our answer is here, except from liability to account for the usufruct. So our answer is here option A. Now question number 191. The word fraud. So word fraud is belong to section 17 of Contract Act. Use the section 78 of Transfer of Property Act analogous with section 17 of Contract Act 1882. Thus there is a duty on mortgagee to disclose his lien at a court sale. The statement is, this statement is true statement. So our answer is here option A. Now question number 192. Section 81 of Transfer of Property Act apply for mortgages of immovable property and not to the hypothecation of, because hypothecation is apply in movable property, this is apply in movable property, and mortgage apply in only immovable property. So question is here, the section 81 of Transfer Property Act apply for mortgage of immovable property and not to hypothecation of immovable property. So our answer is here option B. Now question number 193. Where a certain immovable property is mortgaged to a certain person under the some document, some chattels are hypothecated to him, and the immovable property is again mortgaged to another person, then. So then option A, section 81 of Transfer Property Act has no application. Option B, section 81 of Transfer Property Act can be applicable. Option C, only B is correct. On option D, none of the above. So section 81 dealing here marshalling of the subsequent mortgagee. So this thing is provided in here, section 81, marshalling of security. So this thing is there, and according to question, there is a word cattle or hypothecation, and section 81 is dealing with the mortgage property, security of the mortgage property. That's why it is the main heading of the section is the marshalling security. So the cattle or hypothecate is not applicable under section 81 because it is movable property. Cattle is movable property. So our answer is here option A. Section 81 of Transfer Property Act has no application. Now question number 94. The principle of marshalling apply only where there is common debtor and not to cases of more than one debtor and mortgaging their separate property in jointly for contradicting the debit. This principle pertain to, so this principle pertain to section 81. Section 81 dealing here the marshalling security. So answer is here option A. So doctrine of marshalling is available in two sections of the Transfer Property Act. First section is section 56 and section second is 81. Section 56 dealing with the marshalling by subsequent purchaser, and section 81 dealing with the marshalling of security. And the doctrine of marshalling we already expressed, but if you are again want to express it, so I will try to express it again. Where there is one mortgagor and who has the more than two or more properties, and he mortgage his properties A, B, C, means he has three property A, B and C, and the mortgagor is O, and he give his A and B properties to D, and thereafter he again mortgage his B and C properties to E. So in that time the mortgage money is due, so of D's money, mortgage money. So D is mortgage money. So E has right to force the D to recover his money first of all property C, and thereafter he may recover the properties B if his mortgage money is remaining. तो ये अच्छा है, जैसे कि इसे हिंदी में देखते हैं, जैसे कि मान लीजिए यहाँ पर ओ जो है वो एक बंधक जो है करता है और उसके पास 3 प्रॉपर्टियाँ हैं, तो वो क्या करता है कि अपनी पहली ए और बी प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो डी को गिरवी रखता है और बंधक करता है, और बंधक करने के बाद अपनी बी और सी प्रॉपर्टी ई को गिरवी रखता है। तो यहाँ पर ई के पास ये अधिकार होगा कि वो डी को फोर्स करे अपनी जो शोध उसकी रकम हो रही है, धन मतलब जो मॉर्गेज पैसा है उसको लेने के लिए, कि वो सबसे पहले सी प्रॉपर्टी से उस पैसे को निकाले। अगर सी प्रॉपर्टी से पैसा निकालता है और कुछ बच जाता है, उसके बाद ही वो बी प्रॉपर्टी से उसको सेल करके या किसी तरह से उससे पैसा वसूलेगा, उससे पहले वो सारा पैसा सी से निकालने की कोशिश करेगा। इसी को कहते हैं डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ मार्शलिंग। चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं। तो यहाँ पर आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा ऑप्शन बी, सेक्शन 81 ऑफ ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट। Now question number 195, where the property subject to a mortgage belong to two or more person having a distinct separate right to ownership therein, then the different share in or part of such property owned by such person are, option A here, not liable to contribute and rateably and to debit secured by mortgage, option B here, liable to contribute and rateably to the debit secured by mortgage, and option D, liable to contribute interest part only. So our answer is here option B, liable to contribute rateably to the debit secured by the mortgage. So answer here option B. Now come, this thing is provided in section 82. This question is directly related to section 82 of Transfer Property Act. Now question number 96, where two properties belonging to a same owner, one property is mortgaged to secure one debit and both properties are mortgaged to secure another debit. The former debit is paid out of the former property. Such property is option A here, liable to contribute rateably to later after deducting the amount of former debit from the value of property out of which has been paid. So according to this question is belong to section 82. Section 82 dealing with the contribution of mortgage debt, this thing here, and answer of this question is option A, where the two properties belong to a same owner, one property mortgaged to secure one debit and both properties are mortgaged to secure another debit. The former debit is paid out of mortgage property. Each property is liable to contribute rateably by the latter after deducting the amount of former debit from the value of property out of which it has been paid. So answer here option A. Now come to question number 197, where a co-judgment debtor are in the position of joint promisor, each is, option A, not jointly and severally liable to the decree holder, option B, jointly and severally liable to the decree holder, and option D, jointly liable to decree holder only, and option D, severally liable to decree holder only. So our answer here option B, jointly and severally liable to the decree holder. Now question number 198, if the mortgagee buy a share in equity of redemption but not a share in property itself, he has paid a higher price and the liability to discharge that share of mortgage debit is on mortgagor and not on him, then option A, he cannot enforce the whole, so he cannot enforce the whole of the mortgage debts against the rest of property, and option B here, option B, he can enforce, this is very important here, the whole of the mortgage debit against the rest of property, and option C, he can enforce only a part of mortgage debit, and option D here, none of the above. So our answer here option B, he can enforce whole of the mortgage debt against the rest of property. Again I read here question for better understanding. If the mortgagee buy a share in equity of redemption but not a share in property itself. He has paid a higher price and liability to discharge that share of mortgage debit is on mortgagor and not on him, then he can enforce the whole of mortgage debit against the rest of property. So answer here option B. Now come to question number 199. When mortgagor or such other person has tendered to or deposit in court under section 83 of Transfer Property Act the amount remaining due on mortgage interest on the principal money. So first of all, section 83 dealing here power to deposit the in court money due on mortgage. So this thing is here, and who has the power? So mortgagor has the power to deposit in court money due on mortgage. So option A here, this thing is provided in section 83. Option A here, shall seize from date of tender. Option B, shall not seize from date of tender, and option C here, shall seize from date of interest due, and option D, none of the above. So our answer here option A, shall seize from date of tender. Now come to question number 200. Beside the mortgagor, any of the following person may redeem or institute a suit for redemption of the mortgage property. These persons are option A, any person other than mortgagee of the interest sought to be redeemed who has any interest in charge upon the property mortgage or in or upon the right to mortgage same. Point 2 here, any surety from the payment of mortgage debit or any part thereof. All these statements are correct according to section 83. And option C here, point C here, any creditor. So first any person, second point dealing here any surety, and third point dealing any creditor of mortgagor and who has in suit for administration of his estate obtain a decree for sale of mortgage property. So all these persons have a right here. So institute a suit for redemption on the mortgage property. So our answer is here option D. All 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Now finish this video, and if you like this video, please click on like button. If you are not subscribed our channel yet, so please subscribe our channel and please click on bell icon button which provide you further notification of our videos. Thank you for watching Indian Judicial Service.